Buddha was sitting with his disciples. One of them asked him, "What is karma?" Buddha said, "Let me tell you a story. A king was touring his kingdom on his elephant. Suddenly, he stopped in front of shop in the market and said to his minister, 'I don't know why, but I want to hang the owner of this shop.' The minister was shocked, but before he could ask the king why, the king had moved on. The next day, the minister went to that shop, dressed as one of the locals, to see the shopkeeper. He casually asked him how his business was faring. The shopkeeper, a sandalwood merchant, reported sadly that he had hardly any customer. People would come to his shop, smell the sandalwood, and then go away. They would even praise the quality of the sandalwood, but rarely buy anything. His only hope was that the king would die soon. Then there would be a huge demand for sandalwood for performing his last rites. As he was the only sandalwood merchant around, he was sure the king's death would mean a windfall. The minister now understood why the king had stopped in front of this shop and expressed a desire to kill the shopkeeper. Perhaps the shopkeeper's negative thought vibration and subtly affected the king, who had in turn felt the same kind of negative thought arising within. The minister, a nobleman, pondered over the matter for a while without revealing who he was or what had happened the day before. He expressed a desire to buy some sandalwood. The shopkeeper was pleased. He wrapped the sandalwood and handed it over to the minister. When the minister returned to the palace, he went straight to the court where the king was seated and reported that the sandalwood merchant had a gift for him. The king was surprised. When he opened the package, he was pleasantly surprised by the fine golden color of the sandalwood and its agreeable fragrance. Pleased, he sent some gold coins to the sandalwood merchant. The king also felt sorry in his heart that he had harbored unbecoming thoughts of killing the shopkeeper. When the shopkeeper received the gold coins from the king, he was astounded. He began to proclaim the virtues of the king, who had, through the gold coins, saved him from the brink of poverty. After some time, he recalled the morbid thoughts he had felt towards the king, had repented for having entertained such negative thoughts for his own personal goals. If we have a good and kind thought for another person, that positive thought will come back to us in a favorable way. But if we harbor evil thoughts, those thoughts will come back to us as retribution. What is karma? Asked Buddha. Many replied, "Our words, our deeds, our feelings, our actions." Buddha shook his head and said, "Your thoughts are your karma." Thanks for watching.